Today, we have an amazing lineup. You are literally going to be treated to some of the great minds in America today, and so we're very honored to partner with the Global Liberty Institute.
The pandemic exposed profound issues in America that threaten the principles of freedom. And this was so pervasive that we have rightfully lost trust in most of our institutions and leaders, particularly in science and medical care.
It was because the ideology had trumped evidence-based science with respect to COVID. There was an agenda.
Yes, pandemic was a great tragedy, there's no doubt about that. And it was the biggest, most tragic, and most unethical breakdown of public health leadership in modern history. But we have witnessed something far more fundamental.
Problem is the left infects corporate America, it corrupts it. When it infects academia, it corrupts it. When it infects medical, which Dr. Atlas can tell you about, it corrupts it. When it affects corporate media, it corrupts it.
And elites are responsible for maintaining the long-term stability of our institutions, legitimacy of our institutions. Today, the elites are at the front of the mob with the pitchforks and the torches.
For the first time in history, the New England Journal of Medicine, they suggested which presidential candidate they liked. Nature, first time in history, Scientific American, they all endorsed a presidential candidate. It wasn't Donald Trump they endorsed, right? The idea that public health is not for Republicans, but is for Democrats, is the death of public health.
As a graduate of the University of Chicago School of Medicine, when facts mattered, when critical thinking formed the basis of my education, I fear for our students. Many faculty members of our acclaimed universities are dangerously intolerant of opinions contrary to their favored narrative.
100 of my colleagues circulated a secret petition at Stanford asking the president of the university to silence me.
There is a formidable intellectual structure that rests behind wokeism. I thought law schools would be immune to this disease because we believe in the adversary system and debate and that sort of thing. What I found, it was just a ticking time bomb.
The implosion of legal education has dire consequences. Law schools train future lawyers and politicians and judges who are the gatekeepers of our institutions and the rules of the game on which American prosperity, liberty, and equality reside.
I'm constantly frustrated by politicians, pundits, but even economists who write as if there's no connection whatsoever between the size of the debt and the impact on the economy.
People of heterodox views, or those simply caught in the maw of the mob, have come to know that they will have no defenders. What is lacking here is the moral virtue of courage. The courage to say, even under intense pressure, that 2 + 2 = 4, not 5.
We need to be bold and say, here's where we plant our flag. This is what we stand for, and defend these fundamental principles.